Hey friends, welcome to my channel. I'm AmandaMuse, and by the title of today's video, we are going to get to some organizing, some tidying in effort to somewhat manage my anxiety right now. I don't know what it is, but it's Wednesday today, and I noticed that like Sunday night, it was starting to I felt a little simmer of anxiety on the back burner. And then Monday, I mentioned it to my sister, I'm feeling a little anxious. And then last night, it just kicked into high gear. I was up at like 3 a.m. for an hour, and sometimes this just happens. If you've been following my channel for any length of time, you may recall I've talked a lot about mental health and antidepressants and all of that good stuff and SSRIs. And I've gone down that road, and it's not for me. I don't need it anymore. I have some really great tools in my toolkit about, exercise and movement and being social and like doing all the things. But there are going to be times when it just gets really real. And I'm in that moment right now. And I'm like, what can I do? What do I do in these moments? And I thought this would be a great thing to share. A couple of things that I think are just like giving me a little bit of like, ugh, in my chest is, we are coming up to a holiday weekend and it's Thanksgiving in Canada. And my family last year experienced a very tragic loss. So we lost a family member. My aunt lost her husband. And, he and I weren't very close or anything, but I'm very close with her and her children. And it's just, I have a tendency to take on a lot of other people's emotions and wanting to make people feel good. And so I invited her and her children to come to my house this weekend just to have like a chill Thanksgiving, basically share a meal, go for a walk, toss a football around, I don't know, watch some movies, do a face mask, like whatever. And so I've invited them over, and I want things to feel perfect. And I know that that is completely unrealistic. First step is like acknowledgement, acknowledging what it is that is tripping me up. Being realistic. Does my family have an expectation to have a perfect experience? Do they expect my home to be perfect? No, but something in my brain, and I know a lot of us experience this, like everything's got to be in its place. And like, I want them to feel like I have everything under control, and I don't. So like, why am I trying to send that message? So that's the other thing. And then ultimately knowing that I often get really stressed out when people come to my home. Not when they're here, but like the lead up. So I acknowledge that my brain is like messing with me right now. And so to mitigate that, to just be like one step ahead, I'm going to spend some time tidying up my home. I'm not necessarily doing a big deep clean. I actually have plans for that on Friday. My kids have no school on Friday. And then I believe my aunt is coming over on Saturday. So I'm going to leave like the deep cleaning till then. But I do like to break up my tidying. So I don't want to do like all of the tidying, all of the laundry, all of the deep cleaning, all in one day. Like that's a sure way to feel exhausted. So blah, 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 chatty. This past weekend, I just didn't have time to do my usual house reset. So that's what we're going to do together. We're going to do a little reset, and I'll just take you with me. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you know that when your anxiety kind of feels like it's getting away from you, in those moments where you feel like maybe you don't have control of every little thing, I just don't think it's realistic to constantly have everything the way that you want it. You can't be juggling that much at all times. All of that to say, I'm human, you're human, and this helps me, and maybe it helps you too. Maybe even watching people do a reset is helpful, because I know for me it is. I love that. A little before and after. First step is my bedroom. So let's do a little tidy. I have got Dateline in the ears, something about the delivery, the storyline. They always find the bad guy in the end. It's just what I need right now. I need comfort things. I've also already taken the dogs for a WALK, so I feel like I got that out of my system. I've had a chat with some family members. I've done my socializing. I've had a great breakfast, a great lunch. This is all that's left. Let's get down to it. So I've cleared everybody's garbages. I've got the laundry. The upstairs now, I feel really comfortable with it. It's all been tidied and is now ready for the deep clean on Friday. So the Friday, I'll do like the toilet, the sink, the bathtub, the bathroom, like wipe down the side tables and all of that stuff. And I may have some time to pass the vacuum today. That would be nice, but I'm definitely gonna get a head start on the laundry. So it's Wednesday, it's kind of nice midweek, get a handle on that. And I do like to watch TV in the evenings and fold the laundry then. So that'll give me something to do later, but I feel really good. I already feel like I'm shaking off some of that anxiety as I go through this. It's amazing though, how like, you know, outer calm, inner calm type of thing. I feel so much better right now. Well, I was just about to start my laundry. I've got 4 loads of laundry, which is actually pretty reasonable, midweek, towels and such. And I do have some laundry to fold, but I was gonna wait till later. However, Dean is in the midst of, he is painting a hallway from the main floor to the basement. And I mean, it's like one of those projects that we just never finish. And by we, I'm just not that person in our dynamic. I can paint like really well, but that hallway had some spackling that needed to be done, covering up some popcorn ceiling. He had done like half of the work. It had been primed. We just like never got around to it. There he is right now, turning off the power. So I'm gonna fold laundry until he's done and I can get the laundry machine back up and going. It is so hot outside today. Whew. There we go, nice and tidy. Just taking a little break. I have a meeting, but I managed to tidy up the basement and the upstairs. So all I have left is the main floor and the kids will be home soon. So it's kind of perfect. Like, you know, you unpack lunches and you tidy up the kitchen and all that. I'm feeling significantly better. So there really is something to it. It's, I said it wrong earlier. It's outer order, inner calm. Just really interesting, like how much our environment can affect our mental health. So now that I'm on the main floor has a lot more like junk and areas that catch a bunch of crap. Like these are just the problem areas. And this, when I see this, I feel so much anxiety. So I went through and we have this front closet, right? And I went through and I took out like all the shoes that we're not using and put the shoes that we are back in. The shoes that are going to be put, you know, shoes that are gonna go away in bedrooms and closets and things, shoes that can go into storage. And then I actually just brought a bunch of stuff to my car for donations. One thing I try to do more frequently is, you know, kind of break it up into small activities. So instead of thinking like I'm gonna declutter the whole house and bring 10 garbage bags to donations, I'm just gonna, as I have them, just drop them off. So I just have like one, you know, recyclable bag filled with shoes, probably 10 pairs of shoes between myself and the kids that just don't fit anymore and that we're just not wearing. Just get rid of it. That's it. Off they go. So I find that that's helped me lately because instead of, you know, feeling like the house gets so cluttered, I bit by bit, like, you know, once a season I'll go through and kind of do a little deep clean, deep declutter, and that really helps me. I've got the vacuum out. I'm just vacuuming places, putting little things away. I lit a candle over there. I folded some blankets. Like, I'm making it happen. What's nice about having guests come over for, you know, any type of like holiday or whatever is it really motivates me to do that deep cleaning stuff. Like I probably just cleaned the carpets and the sofas like 3 months ago, but they're due. My dogs like to sit on the sofa and they're dogs. So, you know, they don't stink or anything, but like you just got to make sure you clean it up. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. And then Friday, deep clean the bathrooms. I'm feeling so much better. Oh my gosh. It's wild how much anxiety can just creep up on you and honestly just start to make you feel bad. All right, well, the living room is tidy. I have a few things for donations, some items to put into my car. I have a return to do. But yeah, I tidied up, I vacuumed. And I know, I've had like some mean people comment on this sofa, but like, I don't know, do you have kids? They suck a little, and I'm gonna have nice things eventually, just not right now. For now, I deal with the IKEA sofas. They're good enough. This is the hallway that Dean has been working on. So he's currently just doing the light. He's like fixing up a light in there, but oh my gosh, finally. I cleaned the top of this, I vacuumed underneath, I threw away a bunch of stuff. In this corner, I did the same, same in this corner. This area, we've got a random ham, but we have Thanksgiving this weekend, so, but you know, like I got rid of a bunch of stuff. There's still some work to do. Kitchen, we just finished dinner, we have all the dishes we did, but I've got to go in and like clean up the stovetop and, you know, wipe down some of the surfaces, but overall, I'm really happy. I mean, tonight I even took out the garbage and the recycling. When I heard that concept, like I was saying throughout this video, outer order, inner calm, it really resonated with me, and I knew on Sunday, the dogs, what, girls, just chill. I knew on Sunday night, hey, why are you barking? That's enough. Oh God, these two get like the witching hour and they have to play. Girls, Dolly, come here. But I knew like Sunday night, I thought to myself, and I'm kind of kicking myself a little bit because Sunday afternoon, I sat down and I read my book, which I needed. I was really tired. However, I knew in that moment that it might mess up my week because ultimately, like, the work needs to be done and someone has to do it. And Dean and I, we typically divvy stuff quite equally, but because he's doing this hallway project, it just means he doesn't have, like, there's only so many hours in the day. So he doesn't have the energy or the time to then do all the other things that need to be done. Anyway, so it's like I sort of had like a foreshadowing of if I don't get my shit together and tidy up and reset the house, I'm gonna feel weird, and I do. So if anything, it's a reminder that for some of us, like a weekend reset is necessary, and I typically love that on a Sunday. I just like zone out, put my running shoes on, tidy up the house. I got rid of two garbage bags, like two big garbage bags full of stuff, and I guess a garbage bag size of donations, just shoes and things. And yeah, it feels amazing. Thank you for joining me on this little journey of just managing anxiety around clutter. It drives me crazy. And I'm exhausted. Like, my feet are killing me. I'm gonna go have a shower and plop myself in front of the TV and just chill out, knowing that I feel good. Like, I feel really good. The house is in a good place. My guests are coming this weekend. I have a couple deep cleaning things to do, but overall, we are ready. Oh, I'm tired. What do you do when you feel triggered, when you feel a little stressed? Like, do you go and reorganize the living room? Like, do you reorganize the fridge? What do you do? Do you go for a run? You know, we all have different ways of coping. Thank you for being here. Subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you next week with another video. Bye, guys.